Hello everybody and welcome back to another weather forecast. I'm meteorologist David Leisure, and today we're going to be taking a look at the temperatures for the next couple of days as well as some of those weather patterns we're going to be experiencing. And here I got a freeze frame here. You can see this is the entire country and what's going on right this second. You can see here big low pressure system out here into the northeast, spinning up a lot of precipitation into the Appalachians as well as some into the northeastern portions, getting a lot of snow over there in the eastern Great Lakes. We're going to also be seeing this Pineapple Express not letting up. Tons of moisture in this into the Pacific Northwest is going to be ejecting eastward and then through the country and follow us into our weekend. You're going to see a couple shots of snow and then a big cold blast. So please be prepared. Keep an eye on the weather. As you can see when I set this into motion, right here is that's that low pressure system that had just been in the northeast that is going to eject out, and then you can see here couple chances for snow as it makes their way into the area, and then that high pressure starts to settle in, and that is going to be when we get our deep freeze. And when I blow it up, you can see it pretty significantly. That big high pressure system at the end of the graphic, we do get a couple chances for snow and then a big freeze. So please keep your eye on the weather as we enter the weekend, especially if you guys are having any Christmas parties, all that stuff. That's going to have implications on what's going on there, especially if it's going to be outside. You guys need to be bundled up, especially headed into this weekend rather. And you can see here high temperatures. Chicagoland, you guys are going to be in the 30s and 40s. It's not going to be a bitter day by any means, but we are going to have a pretty decent wind coming out of the northwest. That's going to send the temperatures a little further down from what we're used to seeing. So do bundle up. Make sure you guys have head to toe are covered. Make sure there's no room for frostbite. You do not want that to happen. That will ruin the holidays, right? So you can see up here, though, that cold's going to start to make its way in up there into the northern portions of the graphic there up in North Dakota and Minnesota, and that you really see that tonight. You can see that cold really starting to kind of enter its way in there, single digits in the pink up there towards Minnesota and Wisconsin. Tomorrow we're going to be a little cooler here in the Chicagoland area, but you can see here all that warmth building in the southwestern portion of the graphic. Some places in Nebraska and Kansas could even reach 70 degrees, which is insane in December. It is quite insane. So you can see here, though, that cold still sticking around in the Minnesota and North Dakota, and that's really going to be evident tomorrow night when we have these single-digit temperatures kind of trying to creep their way into the area tomorrow night. But you can see it's going to start to get brutal. That high-pressure system you can see is sitting kind of towards Canada, on the border of Canada and North Dakota, and that's bringing brutal temperatures. You can see their temperatures are in the negative teens in some places up there, which is unbelievable. And that's going to make its way into our area in Oswego by Sunday. You can see there those single-digit temperatures is going to be very brutally cold. Wind chills may even send it further down, so we're talking negative 10, negative 20 degrees on Sunday in the feels like temperatures, not necessarily what you see on your weather app. You're going to want to scroll down on that and see what it feels like, because those aren't going to match up, especially when it's this cold. Today you can see you have a little bit of a breezy conditions type of scenario setting up, and that's going to kind of make its way out by dinner time. We're not going to be seeing nearly as much wind by dinner time and at night. Thursday and Saturday we are going to have a couple chances for snow, not necessarily anything significant. We're going to have maybe 1 to 2 inches per day, so maybe a couple inches combined throughout the week into the weekend. So make sure you guys are weather aware. If you guys are traveling, make sure you're traveling ahead of time and ahead of the snow, because you don't want to be stuck somewhere. All right, we're going to take a look here. This is the total snowfall prediction. This is not necessarily a slam dunk for the Midwest, but this is a more generalized forecast for what we're going to expect. And you can see here a big line here for that first one, and then that second one makes it through the exact same areas. So you can see here definitely portions of central Illinois in towards Iowa. You can see as well Des Moines definitely going to get in on some of that stuff. Burlington, Iowa in the picture as well, down and even towards Springfield, Illinois, Macomb, Illinois, and even down towards Champaign as well. We are going to be seeing quite a bit of snow. You guys are going to need to be prepared for this, as you guys haven't had nearly as much snow as up in your northern neighbors have up in northern Illinois. Not nearly as much. But this time you guys are going to be in for it, so please make sure you are weather aware. These next two times we're going to be seeing snow are going to hit pretty heavily in central Illinois, southeastern Iowa, even to portions of southern Indiana and in towards Kentucky. Even portions they're going to pick up quite a bit of snow. So please be weather aware as you head towards the weekend. And then after these two snow blips hit, we are going to hit our giant Arctic blast, and that's going to really start to set the tone for winter once it starts to rear its ugly head. So please make sure you're weather aware as we enter the weekend. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please leave a like and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next forecast.